Some tales are told, then soon forgotten. But the brainwash machine travels through time, selling fear beyond the end of the world. The Jesus Chainsaw Massacre. Now, the real terror begins. Rated R for strong religious content.
I covered a movie called The Zombie King a few episodes back. Overall, not so great a film, with the exception of a few really standout, genuinely good performances from Edward Furlong. Well, this time around, we're doing yet another really low-budget indie film, but in this case, not only is it an overall actually really fucking good film, but pretty much the only performance in it is Edward Furlong. Never heard of it? That's okay. Me neither until pretty recently. I proudly present to you, This Is Not a Movie. This Is Not a Movie is a 2011 surrealist indie film directed by Olalo Rubio and is about a depressed, suicidal, bipolar man named Pete who has given up on life, rented out a lavish suite in Las Vegas, and plans to drink himself to death before the impending end of the world that he thinks is happening in a few days. The film stars Edward Furlong, Edward Furlong, Edward Furlong, Edward Furlong, and also Edward Furlong. Now, of course, there are other actors in the film, like Peter Coyote, who has been in fucking everything. The late great Miguel Ferrer from classics like RoboCop. Powerhouse voice actor Tom Kane, who's done voice work in everything from the Powerpuff Girls to the Clone Wars show. And mainly TV actor Eddie Gathegi, who is great as the ghost of Jimmy, a soul lost to the heavy partying lifestyle of Vegas that is somehow able to interact with all the incarnations of Pete that are all interacting with each other. The film also briefly features Rachel Bella, who was Edward Furlong's wife at the time, and was also with him in the painfully underlooked Jimmy and Judy. I've got a certain little horror mom to thank for both of those, actually. This movie is an experience, and I feel like if I talk about too much stuff that's in it, I'm going to ruin that experience for you if you haven't seen it.
Fine. Of course there's a system. There has to be. I mean, think about it. We live in a democratic society where you have to do...
Who said that?
This is a dictatorship. You know what? You represent a threat to my freedom. A threat to my personal evolution. My psychological stability.
It's very character and dialogue driven. It has loads of, at times, almost Verhoeven-esque political and social satire, and is just one of those kind of flicks you just need to let ooze over you.
The Reagan Force, Operation Freedom Fries.
The character of Pete is a man that is so far gone from reality that he can no longer grasp if he's awake, asleep, a character in a movie, or really talking to these other incarnations of different facets of his pop culture obsessed personality. But it is a fucking wild ride, man.
Oh no, my God, come on. Don't tell me this is a dream. That's the cheapest resource in storytelling. You need discipline. Discipline, man. Follow the fucking rules. We are not telling a story. Nobody is telling a story. This is not a movie. God, you gotta stop avoiding the reality, puto. Fucking faggot.
And as with The Zombie King, this one is also on Tubi. Man, if I don't tread carefully, I'm going to become the Furlong on Tubi guy. Legit, though, if anything that I'm saying right now is piquing your interest to seek this one out, do yourself a favor and do so. Besides the hilarious social satire, this, in my opinion, might actually be Edward Furlong's best acting work. He has so fucking much to work with, and he uses every bit of it to shine.
Come on, man. Look at me, I'm stuck in this room, Pete. Please, let me go, man. Fuck no! End of discussion! What the fuck are you doing? Don't fuck with me, Pete. I'm serious, fuck man. You and your deleted, precious fucking life, man. Hey. If you pull that trigger, we both die. Think about it, okay? We don't know that.
The movie also has a killer soundtrack by Slash. Yes, Guns N' Roses Slash, which I wonder if that's a reference to Terminator 2 or if he was just available and wanted to do it. Either way, it's awesome. And before I forget, massive props to the prop department of this film for the addition of Demon Bourbon, the made-for-movies whiskey that Pete is planning to drink himself to death with. I just have a major hard-on for this kind of shit. I love it when movies have their own products like this in The Stuff or Street Trash, for example. I just feel like it adds that extra level of charm. Not really sure what else to say. I just really wanted to share this film. Guess that's it. What the fuck happened to you, man? And who are you exactly? I'm you, from like 10 years ago. Remember when you did play-by-play style video reviews that, by the way, people are still requesting for you to make again? You know what? That's not fair. I was making the kind of videos that I wanted to make back then. And you know what? I'm still making the kind of videos that I want to make. I tako treba da bude. Oh. Oh, no way. Radi šta ti hoćeš. Hey, thanks, Naked Serbian Indian. You know, that really means a lot to me. And okay, now who the fuck is that? Bože meni. Oh, that's just Uncle Blackie Pete. Uncle Blackie. He's Twitter you. Twitter? Okay, so what does he do? Just give him a sec. I'm a wild child! Coming to me! Well, Wasp is a pretty fucking awesome band. Well, actually, I've got nothing to critique here. I agree. Wasp is fucking awesome.
Fight!